CBS 47 Eyewitness News at 7 with Catherine Hurd, Brian Dorman, and Pinpoint Weather with Chief Meteorologist Lauren Wallace on CBS 47 Eyewitness News.
Welcome back. What a week it was last week for 15-year-old Chowchilla native Asterisk Talley. Playing against the best women's amateurs in the world, Asterisk, the youngest competitor in the field, more than held her own, making the 36-hole cut on the number, then closing with a 2-under-70 in the final round at Augusta National, which included a 432 on the back nine. Yeah, she tied for 8th in the Augusta National Women's Amateur, and she's been kind enough to join me in studio. Thanks, Asterisk, for coming by, first off.
Yeah, it's awesome to be here, you know. This is my first time in the studio, so it's really nice to get the chance.
Well, just relax. It's probably a little less nerve-wracking than the 18th hole at Augusta National.
Yeah, for sure.
Hey, let me take you back to when you got the invitation to play in the Women's Amateur, because it's an invitational event. And did you know you were going to get in, or when did you find out you were going to get into it?
No, I mean, when other people are getting invited, it's always like, wow, that would be so nice to, get invited to such a prestigious event. And I didn't really think it was in my reach going into the new season. And, I just got out of school and my dad invited all these people to dinner, and then everyone was showing up and they were like, congratulations. And in my head, I was just like, for what? I haven't done anything. And then when our food came, he was like, oh, by the way, you're going to Augusta. And I was like, what? And I was kind of confused, but he ended up telling me the whole scoop and everything that happened, and I was just overly excited and I couldn't wait to go.
Yeah, that's got to be an amazing feeling. And for people who don't know about the way this tournament is structured, you play the first 2 rounds at another course, not Augusta National. You have to make the cut to actually play a competitive round at Augusta National. You had to make a 5-foot putt on the last hole, and I don't know if you knew it or not to get in there. Did you know that you had to make that putt?
I did, yeah. They have a really big leaderboard on the last hole, and it shows you because it's top 30 to make the cut, and then it shows you every place of every player. And I didn't know going into the last hole that 3 over was gonna make the cut, and I was 3 over at the time, and I thought 2 over was gonna make it. And then I missed the green, and I knew I had to make birdie. Well, I thought I had to make birdie, and I missed the chip, and I just thought I was out of it. I missed the cut, and then I end up marking my ball, and then I'm looking over at the leaderboard, and it was tied for 28th to at 3 over, and I was like, well, top 30 and ties make it, so I was just like, I need to make this putt now. And it was really nerve-wracking, but I ended up trying to calm down, and I was just like, if I'm nervous over this putt, I'm just gonna yip it and I'm not gonna make it. But I ended up calming myself down, and I'm making the putt, and I was just super happy, and I was overjoyed to make the cut.
Well, I know I was watching live, and I jumped out of my seat when you made the, made the putt, because I knew what was going on at that point. Yeah, your dad told me he went up to you and actually was consoling you because he didn't know that you had made the cut. All right, so fast forward then, 2 days later, you get to play a practice round at Augusta, which I'm sure is pretty cool.
Yeah.
But you get to walk those fairways and be on those greens. You made a 25-foot putt on the last hole in front of a huge gallery, right? You finished tied for 8th. What was it like playing that course in a competitive environment?
It's just incredible, because when I'm there, it's just I feel the presence of every golfer that's played there before. It's just the best players in the world have been there before, and it's just incredible to be walking those fairways and to know I've been watching TV in my past years, and it's just there's no way I'll ever get to play that course, and then it's just I'm there, and it's incredible just to be playing golf competitively nonetheless at such an incredible course that everyone knows as a golfer.
Yeah, and there were, only 7 people who finished ahead of you. I mean, maybe in future years, right? Maybe you could have a chance to win it, which would be unbelievable. Now, in that practice round, right, you got to play the par 3 course. You had a hole-in-one in the par 3 course?
I did, yeah.
There was a bunch of hole-in-ones today on the par 3 course at the Masters. You had a hole-in-one out there.
Yeah, it was incredible. I kind of landed over the pin on that hole, and I was like, well, it's just going to be another par hole, and then it ended up backspinning in, and everyone was like, whoa, that's crazy. Everyone had an amazing reaction. It was just it didn't really sink in until after, I'm at Augusta, I made a hole-in-one on the par 3 course. It's such an amazing tradition for not only us, but the pros, too, to play with their families, and it's just so fun to, get to play Augusta's par 3 course, and then to get a hole-in-one is just something I'll always remember.
And it wasn't your first trip to Augusta. You'd been there as, I believe, a 9-year-old and then 11 or 12, two different times as a drive, chip, and putt finalist. So you had maybe got a little bit of the nerves of that out of the way.
Yeah.
I want to ask you, you're a freshman at Chowchilla High School, right? A lot of golfing phenoms sometimes go the private school route or homeschooled. You're going to high school right now. Is that important to you, and what's that like?
You know, I've been to private school in previous years. I mean, I don't think it's anything special. I feel like it's almost the same as going to normal school. It's just like less people, but I feel like the environment is kind of the same. You know, people think like the school is better or there's better people there, but it's really not. It's just the same people, but there's less. I feel like I get to socialize with people because Chowchilla is really small, so I feel like people from Chowchilla don't go to private school, you know. They can't really, I mean, Chowchilla's, I guess, a poor town, so I guess they just go to public school, and I get to interact with the friends I've had for years and my whole life, and it's just nice to really connect with people. I mean, I know people don't know like what I do. They don't play golf. I mean, there was probably like 3 people on the girls' golf team, but I mean, it's just nice to have friends there and socialize with other people.
That's pretty cool, yeah. Being from Chowchilla, you know, you're putting Chowchilla on the map, and you're mature beyond your years. Asterisk, thanks for coming on with us today, and good luck. I know there's a bunch of big events that are coming up in your future.
Thank you.
All right, guys, let's throw it back to you.